Tabitha Hunter at the ATV, and we're here at Zodiac Lounge. And I'm also here with the alumni of Wenonah High School. And I do know.
How many championships? Girls basketball.
Back to back.
That's what I'm talking about. Coach Bell, yeah. Coach Bell. Remember you.
Coach Cheatham also, yeah.
Yes. And Coach Grant.
That's
right.
Mr. Talley. Yes.
Ward Tower.
That's right.
Chicken Tower, you mean?
Charles Acon.
That's right.
Robert Dickinson.
And don't mention Dick.
Coach Robert Dickinson.
Robert Dickinson.
That's right.
Okay. One of the best coaches we know ever had.
And I do know that they had to have a lot of fun. So we're going to introduce ourselves, starting with this young lady right here.
Hello, I'm Sherry Draper, class of 1975.
I'm Reginald Miller, class of 1971.
Lolita Sims, the mighty class of 1977.
Watch it.
Sharonda Hackett, class of 84. Maddie Green King, class of 78.
Kevin Miller, senior class president of 1976.
Get your prop
Bicentennial class.
Yes, you gotta do all that.
Absolutely.
I am Melvin McCray Tate, representing the class of 1987.
Yes.
Do you?
And I too, Tracy Green Young, am a honorable student alumni of class of 1987.
Honorable. Did y'all catch that?
Absolutely.
She was on the honor roll.
Hi, my name is Karen Jackson Green, class of 81.
The Jackson family.
Yes.
I'm Abigail Gamble's class of 1997.
In the house.
Go 96.
We got a wide range of classes. That's great, that art.
Wow. So, okay, anybody can answer, you know, what do you guys remember at that particular time, at your particular year of graduation that you can remember?
Well, since I'm the oldest here, I think, I finished in 1971. I remember blocking a punt when we played Carver Birmingham in the Turkey Bowl. Yeah, oh yeah. You know, so that was a good game, even though we lost.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, and you tell us what was going on at that particular year when you graduated.
Well, I think you better come back to me on that.
Okay.
There was a lot of stuff going on that year.
Anything political going on at that particular time?
That's what I was trying to recollect.
Okay.
I think Jimmy Carter was listed president at that time.
Okay.
And actually, I left Alabama at that time because I went into the military.
Okay.
So I traveled, quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Anyone else remember of anything that happened at that?
I remember around that time, we were in school in Jefferson County. It was Jefferson County, and we were playing a lot of other schools. So there was a push for us to be bused. You all remember that?
Oh, wow.
So there were several of us who went from A.T. Gaston over to other schools, Shays Valley and Midfield, yes, and it was a real hot political time.
Oh, wow.
Earth, Wind, and Fire was big.
Absolutely.
Earth, Wind, oh, wow.
Yes.
Commodores, Temptations.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And the ball of confusion was
real.
Yes.
Yeah,
we were living the ball of confusion.
Yes.
Okay. For those that don't know what that means, can you explain to us what that means?
The Temptations made a song, and it was called Ball of Confusion.
Okay.
They were speaking about current events that were going on, people everywhere doing everything, smoking grass,
Wow.
jumping off buildings. They
Oh,
named everything. Oh, it named everything.
Wow.
Gay.
Yeah.
And a similar song,
What's going on?
What's Going On?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's
Oh
going
my
on?
goodness.
Yeah.
So you guys had some exciting moments at that particular time. And I can imagine, you know what you guys, they said how the teachers used to live in you guys' neighborhood. That was awesome that you guys had that. Did you guys have any teachers like live like near you guys or anything, or no?
There was one teacher that lived on Priscilla Heights. I think her name was Miss Miller.
Okay.
She had a son by the name of Ricky Miller.
And we also had Mr. Devereaux.
Yeah.
And Miss Bell.
And
You remember
Miss
at A.G. Gaston Junior High School? Because we all attended A.G. Gaston Junior High School.
Anybody live close to Miss Houston?
Miss Carolyn Houston.
Carolyn, yeah.
Right down the street.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ma Bailey.
And she had
Mount Bailey.
Well, now speaking of Ma Bailey, I was helping with a political campaign, and I happened to go to her house.
Wow.
She's still there.
Yes,
And her
absolutely.
mind is still as sharp as ever. She
Come
knew
on.
exactly who I was.
Wow.
And I finished in 1975. So,
And continue some of the things that they did.
Right.
Absolutely.
yeah, this was last year during the, yeah.
She said her name.
You know what would be a good thing?
To bring her in?
No, for us to go visit her, to call her.
Yeah, because she didn't get
Ma
out.
Bailey touched everybody's life.
Yes, she did. From the hot dogs to the homecomings. You remember the green hot dogs? Oh, they was just so good. She had the best hot dogs. When we was doing the fundraise,
Yeah.
the queens and kings, and we
Yeah.
all the freshmen in South
She taught you how to become a lady.
Wow.
That's
I
what
would
she
go,
taught.
now, let me tell y'all what happened in 1971 with Ma Bailey.
Okay.
If the girls came in and weren't, and their hygiene weren't,
Yes.
Ma Bailey said, baby, you're a little tainted. Am I telling the truth?
She was a real mother.
She loved
the academics. She taught you core values. I mean, just things that you would normally learn in the home. So when you
Wow.
were in school, you were being parented by her as well.
Come on now.
And she never had any children. But
She got,
just
yeah,
had
she
a-
does.
she
Just
had
one daughter.
One daughter.
Okay.
Because we were taking, we were raising money for band uniforms.
When
I
you,
received a check that said for me and my daughter.
Okay.
And she gave $1,000 toward the band uniform.
when you
Wow,
walked in,
she gave that.
She parented her students.
she
It wasn't
did.
just about teaching academics and the Canterbury Tales.
when you
She
walked
actually
through the
taught
front
you.
door, it was a big mirror.
Yes.
Right there as you walk in.
I walked
Miss Bailey had no problem with telling you, you need to go correct yourself.
Yes.
And guess
And
what?
meant it.
Yes.
Wow.
What about Mr. Prince? You remember the guy
Oh,
who used to
wow.
draw all of us? Mr. Prince.
Mr. Henry.
Mr. Henry, yes.
Yeah, the little short guy.
The little short
And
guy.
He was.
You can come up,
With
there's a
those
certain
steps.
way you can come up the steps. You come one way, and that was it. And he didn't mind telling you what your mama would think about it.
Oh my God. And you know what? See, that is so awesome. And we're about to go on a break, and we'll be right back. Keep watching.
Yeah.
Are you deep in debt? Tired of phone calls and credit harassment? Call the law offices of Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard, LLC today. Let our firm help you choose the right path to get debt-free.
I'm attorney Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard. Let me get you out of debt today. Call me at 205-307-9835.
I was over $50,000 in credit card debt, but I called attorney Glenn Blanchard and she saved the day. And now I'm debt free.
Get out of debt now at nomordebtalabama.com.
For comedian Garfield.
Yeah, comedian Garfield. I hate Mondays, but I love lasagna.
Don't trust a part. Oh, I sure trust one day. That's what I said, ain't this some shit? I need to change these. Excuse me, boss, you have me throw away draw.
So Stevie Wonder was on TV, right? I was like, yeah, look at Steve. He's still around. I wonder if Stevie Wonder ever been on a blind date. Have you ever trusted a father? And this shit just ain't go your way?
One person asked me what would I do if the zombie ran behind me.
Do you know it takes 2.1% of a penny That's 2 pennies and little point, little one on over 10. Make a penny. Then you wanna know why then dead. Google it.
Have you ever been at home and went to use the bathroom and looked over there to the toilet tissue roll and wasn't no toilet tissue and all the toilet tissue in the dispensary? How'd you go get that toilet tissue? Watch. Bunny hop or turtle walk? You gotta get that toilet tissue. At the bunny hop.
Are you deep in debt? Tired of phone calls and credit harassment? Call the law offices of Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard, LLC today. Let our firm help you choose the right path to get debt-free.
I'm attorney Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard. Let me get you out of debt today. Call me at 205-307-9835.
I was over $50,000 in credit card debt, but I called attorney Glenn Blanchard and she saved the day. And now I'm debt free.
Get out of debt now at nomordebtalabama.com.
Hi, this is Tabitha Hunter, and we're back with the Wenonah High School. And right now, they're going to tell us about some memories that they remember at that particular year that they graduated. So we're going to start with this young gentleman right here.
My name is Reginald Miller. Good evening, everyone. I graduated in 1971. One of my most greatest memories is a basketball game that I played. We played Parker High School, and Parker had Alan Murphy, and Perry Campbell was a key player. And Perry Campbell was left-handed, and he was shooting, I said, 35, 40 points a game. Okay, so they put me on Perry Campbell. I shut him down to 2 points. All right. I saw his move and I read him. And so when he go up with his left is on my right. So I just grabbed it going up. He got so mad at me, he took a swing at me. Yeah, he did. You know, I shut him down. You know, so.
So did y'all win the game?
No.
But he got great stats.
That's what matters, right?
Let me tell you why we lost the game. They switched me from Perry Campbell and put me on Alan Murphy. Alan Murphy jumped higher than the sky. Oh, wow. That brother could jump. I mean, I didn't jump for the rebound, right? He passed by me like that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he could jump.
And
so,
you're pretty tall yourself.
Oh, I can jump now.
In that little Cracker Jack box we call it gym.
Oh, yeah.
Gina was in the building.
Absolutely right behind the mirror.
Do you see any of them are they still around?
Well, in that year, I played with the high boy. Anybody who got a little time, I played with Willie, Freddie, and Johnny.
Yes.
You know, and Herbert Smith.
Wow.
Yeah. All of them.
Boomer Call. You remember Boomer Call?
High boys were like
David Desmond, they were. David Desmond, they were.
David,
Yeah.
Lolita's brother, Lee. Walter Grant.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Walter, Freddie, yes. Yes, I totally agree. Yes.
Shake was out of Roosevelt City. Shake Harris.
Wow.
That thing had a bomb. He used to
Awesome
shoot.
memories. Awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, who's next?
I think that would be me. Yeah. Well, I was a majorette, and I was in the band. I didn't play an instrument when I was a majorette. And I just remember the summers were so hot. I dreaded when it came time for band practice.
Like it is right
Because
now.
we would,
It's hot right
exactly.
now.
We would have to be on that black tarmac for hours trying to remember a routine with Mr. Harris.
Bill Harris.
And what about when we used to come down that hill? You remember the hill to get to the band field?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. I'm a chocolate girl.
Yes.
And when I came up that field, I was charcoal.
Mama want to know what happened to you.
We all have a field. We had to practice at Lawson.
No, but we didn't have a field. We did have a
Like
field,
dirt
but we
field.
practiced over at the trade school, wasn't there like?
Right, the trade school.
Yeah.
We practiced in the
Right.
park, we
Tarmac
practiced in the
over.
parking lot
Yeah.
at Lost.
Ooh,
That's
that
And
was
that
hot.
was just
125 degrees.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Torture.
Brutal.
torture.
Brutal. And back then, did they have bottled water back then?
No,
No.
they didn't go
Yeah.
walk inside.
And the hose
We
run.
walked
Wait a
inside
minute,
the
wait a
building
minute.
to get
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
The hose pipe, yeah.
But here's the thing
You had
about it.
bottled water if you took your water.
But here's the thing about it. Once we got down to the hill and we practiced all the music, we just had an awesome
Them
time.
Brody Pops.
Our dragon strut was
Absolutely.
the baddest strut.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Oh, yeah.
Parker High School and all the
nobody
other
had
stores.
nothing on
They
us.
never had anything on that dragon strut. We had a serious strut. They just
And-
took us across.
The other nice thing too, we played a lot of our games over at Rickwood Field.
Yes.
Right.
And I don't know if you all know,
Yes.
but right now Rickwood Field is the oldest baseball field in the United
Yeah, in the
States.
United
And it
States.
still stands.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have some
Yes.
great memories.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
speaking of the band, do you all remember when we had to wear the gold waiter uniforms with white pants? So we're so glad Wenonah has uniforms now.
Everybody wanted to be a drag.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wenonah had students coming from all over Jefferson County to go to Wenonah and to play. Play sports. Yeah.
And the great thing about it then was around that time, we had academic classes.
Okay.
We had vocational classes. Remember when Lawson
Yeah.
State
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
across the street and they
Right.
started with
Trade school?
with the trade school.
wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you could get an academic diploma or you could get a vocational diploma, but now it's all together. So
And you can take
Fond
your
memories,
clothes. You
right?
can take your clothes over there and get cleaned off.
Yes,
Shoes
they had
get done.
clothes and
Well, we had
shoes.
shoes in the building though.
yeah.
Yes, and then they had
Downstairs,
the brick
Mr.
mason.
Yeah.
We had cosmetology class.
In the vocation
Upholstery class.
Welding.
Yeah, welding. And we had journalism, because okay, I'm gonna wait till my turn.
Well,
Okay,
I'm
who's
next.
next?
Kevin Miller, class 76, senior class president, one of the captains of the football team, and I'm sitting with the WOW, the women that we know.
Yes.
Amongst my brothers, do that. These dragging women. Ain't nothing no better. One of my fondest memories was the actual election process that we encountered going through getting ready to go to be the president.
Right.
Miss Bailey orchestrated everything along with Miss Blankenship.
Miss Blankenship.
Blankenship.
Right.
Now she was the nip and tuck, and she used some very choice words, but it was more like a mama thing where you had to do what they told you.
They loved
this
us.
young lady's sister Sheila, and we just had a great time. You had to be there, to understand and feel that love that just emanated all through the school, from Mr. Halls to Alan Gillespie, Mr. Harris, the band director. It was one big cohesive family, and to go to school was just something else.
Yes.
To go to school was just something else.
Speaking of Miss Blankenship and talking.
See, I knew it was going.
That she fans, yeah, very privacy.
Yes, she taught us ladies how to be
Be
girls.
ladies.
Wow.
Close your legs, girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my name is Maddie King, and I graduated in 1978.
KK.
I love
Everybody
you.
call me KK.
I love you, KK.
I love you. Thank you. You edited it. I'm sorry. I miss you.
My name is Lolita Sampson. As I said earlier, I'm from the class of 1977. As our other schoolmates have talked about, Wenonah was a huge community.
Absolutely.
We were family. We went to school together. We were at each other's houses. And you know, we talked about the teachers. We talked about the students. But I tell you what, we had some parents who were up in there. And I want to say, my mom and dad, we're giving a shout out to them. But so many others of our moms and dads who were there because we were a family. It didn't matter what class you were from. It didn't matter what neighborhood you lived.
Oh, wow.
It didn't matter how many people were in your family. We could always go to each other's houses. We could eat.
Absolutely.
We were welcomed very warmly, and that's why I'm just so glad to be a part of the Wenonah High School family. And I appreciate you for being our host tonight, Megan.
Amen.
I appreciate you for bringing this together.
And I really appreciate you all for coming too. I really
Because this is some real stuff. You know, Wenonah High School is over 102 years old. And we have grand alumni activities that we'll talk about later. But we want to recognize not only our Wenonah family, but we're friends, and it's all about love.
And that's a great part. We can see each other in the mall. We can be at the traffic light. And we're going to acknowledge each other right there on our chest. That we know the family.
Because when I walk up to somebody, they have on a shirt, I say, oh, his shirt is a nice shirt.
Because you know that deeper meaning behind it.
That was so awesome.
It was the family then? It's
It's
the
family
family
now.
now.
family now.
And see, with me, I work at the school, so I see kids who parents went to high school with me, or I see kids who mothers went to high school with my mom, like the Jeters and the Drapers and the Millers. They all went to high school with my mom, and my uncles and aunts, and I just see a lot. It's like they say, it's one big happy family.
That's beautiful.
And to be out there, excuse me, next week when that picnic happens.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's going to be off the hook.
We're gonna have an awesome
It's
time.
awesome. It's
Let me ask
awesome.
you all a question. I noticed it's a newer looking school. What year did they transform the school? Probably to tear the old one down. and
The
build
old
a
was
new
torn
one.
down in 2000. The new school was built in 2005. 2005.
Does anybody have any history about the original Wenonah? The one that was on, I think by the baseball diamond or somewhere?
My mama's
School
school.
that
Oh, yeah,
burned?
as a matter of fact, you're right. The very first Wenonah High School, it was back in the 1930s because my grandparents, but it was in the old Wenonah baseball field. And the baseball
The camp.
field was
The camp.
exactly.
Thank you.
And the camp, a little bit of history about the camp. It used to be a mining camp.
That's right.
And all of them, it was a mining camp. And as a matter of fact, those mines are still there. And what they did was they mined iron ore that they used in the making of the iron at TC&I, which is right down the road here. So the ore that came from our community helped to build iron that was used in buildings all over the world.
Absolutely.
All over the world.
Yeah.
So we're really kind of a historic area. So yeah, it was the original one. It was a little bitty wooden schoolhouse in the camp.
I think
Wow.
I
that's
think
awesome.
our brother Ernest worked in that iron ore place because when he used to come out of there, he was red.
Red. Yeah.
I'm talking about
Absolutely.
red. Yeah.
My daddy was a part of the class of 1950, and they were in the old school. So when we would go up to the high school that was up on the hill, the Bright Star on the hill, the gym was down under that.
That's right. That's right.
And he would say, he would just talk about it. You know, how the way that they grew up and how they would have to walk to school, they'd have to walk through the mines. And remember the old Shannon area that was back there?
Yes.
So Jefferson County, we were at Jefferson County School when we were in school, and we played schools like Homewood and the baseball. Even though we didn't have a baseball field, we played in the old Homewood field.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but when we played teams, our home team was over in Homewood. Our home field was over in Homewood because after the school was rebuilt, after it was burned, it was not quite the same with the same kind of facilities.
I want to add something to this. Now that Lolita said that Lolita's dad used to be at our football practice as if he was a coach.
Wow.
As if he was a coach. I mean, that was just that love that just emanated throughout there. I mean, when you went to Coach Dick or Coach Akon, you know, you had to go by Mr. Collins. You had to go by him. You know, I mean, he was like one of those guys that stood off, but when you wanted it,
You had it.
Pops was there. Good man. Good man.
She got Wenonah in her blood.
Absolutely.
Yes.
She gets teary. But he was really
Wait till I gotta hang out.
he was a good guy. He was a great guy.
Let's give applause to Lolita. Yes.
how that family feel? You know, Daddy died in October this past year. Mom and Daddy were married for 46 years, and when Daddy was up there on the field with the other parents, our mamas would tell us what to do because Mama was the head of the PTA.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We didn't have no choice.
No choice.
So family's huge. Family's huge.
Come and put his arms around you. It's going to be all right. Don't let Coach Nicholson bother you. Coach Grant, don't let him bother you. Because I'm going to go and talk to him. Hey, what's on? Good
That's
guy.
family. That's
Oh, yeah.
You know, I would like to interject something here. And I'm trying to be brief. I would like to use this platform of all these different classes to bring all of our classes, the younger people, into this arena.
Come on now.
That's what we're working on.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this reality, to try to pull people together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
we
We're
need
gonna try
those
to
memories.
putting everybody together. Yes, it's talking.
It's another history.
It's history.
It's another history lesson sitting behind Lolita. That Jackson family.
Jackson family,
Hi,
absolutely.
my name is Karen Jackson Green, and I finished in class of 81. Well, my mother had 14 kids.
Yes.
My daddy had 15. So we come from a large family, but we had everybody just loved each other. And my sisters and my brother, I'm the baby and I have a brother. I'm the knee baby, I have a brother under me. They set the path for me, you know, and you know, life was just beautiful, just having sisters and brothers. That's for you. You know, we had about 4 sisters in the band. Madrid, Miss Wenonah, I was Miss Wenonah, class of 81. My sister Sheila Jackson was class of 76. My brother Ron Jackson
played with him.
Played pro baseball, class of 71. And also I had a brother, I think he finished in 68. He played pro baseball for like 2 years. And all my brothers, you know, got scholarships to go to college and everything.
Heck of athletes.
And it was just beautiful. And the thing with the teacher, Miss Bailey, she taught us how to carry ourselves as a lady. You know, she always tell me, ladies be seen and not heard. So you just keep on walking like a little lady. And you know, I appreciate that in my life. You know, my mother didn't have to come to school to check on us because we know how to act. You know, because we get home and everybody said, "Oh, Jackson did this." She gonna whoop us. Then she gonna tell my father. Then he was gonna get 2 whoopings. So you know, we knew how. Yes, we knew how to act when we attend school. But I just love coming from a large family, and we love Wenonah. Oh, do we love Wenonah?
And it's not football without their candid apple.
My sister, I have 2 sisters make canned apples, and they sell canned apples to the school and stuff. So, you know, we are a very blessed family, and we got our foundation from Wenonah.
Yes.
All the teachers raised us. You know, my mother and father did not have to come to school because we knew how to act.
Amen.
I want to say one thing about her brother, Ronnie. I played with Ronnie when we graduated in 1971. That year, Ronnie gained 952 yards rushing. He was second in the state, and they cheated him out of first. You know how that went back in that day. You know, Ronnie had 952 yards rushing that year. I remember that stat because it was bad one.
So,
No, was that in football?
Football.
Yeah.
Because one of them was a professional
That's the
baseball
same
player.
one.
That's right.
But they play baseball and football.
Matter of fact, Ronnie got a World Series ring.
Yeah.
With the Red Sox.
Didn't he hit a grand slam?
And also he coached the Red Sox.
That's great.
My name is Maddie King. I am the host for tonight. We're hosting, we're broadcasting at the Zodiac Lounge, 5216 Valley Road, Fayetteville, Alabama. And I graduated in 1978, and I promise you, I had an awesome time at Wenonah High School. Education, fun. I was in the band, I was on the yearbook staff. Oh, just best dress for Wenonah High School I won that year. And my favorite moment that I could really remember what I really liked was journalism. I used to write poems all the time. And during that time we had what you call a newspaper staff. It was like, but we have put different stuff in about the different newspapers and different current events that was going on and we known, and it was just so much fun going around asking everybody who they dated and asking questions. And it was just like drama. It was drama. But it was so much fun. And then working with the yearbook staff, and I just remember we was cutting those little pictures and everybody had to take the little pictures and get prepared for the yearbook and different stuff like that.
You didn't have technology.
You were doing a and we had a certain time to get this yearbook ready. And we had the memory books, and oh my God, and I was just trying to do journalism. I was running around the school, asking everybody question at the same time, trying to leave school. And my sister Deborah, she graduated in class of 76, and she used to always say, Lord have mercy, my sister. So but either way, it was just so much fun, and I could just remember my sister. I always hung with my sister friends. Most of the people I graduated with, 7, 8, I love all of them, but I promise you, I was trying to be with Miss Draper and all of my friends in here. I was just trying to run with you guys and load either of them. And it was just like, whatever year they graduated, I was always advanced trying to graduate with them. and I never forget when Mr. Hall got on the intercom and said, anybody have Maddie Green in their class? That was one of my most embarrassing moments. I said, oh Lord, my mother gonna kill me. He put me on blast. Then it had, so I never get. He called my mom and said, now your daughter's really doing excellent in school, but don't ever try that car no more, Miss Green.
You go off the road.
I would leave and go other places and get lunch, and I would get everybody at the school. I would bring back lunch, and I just had a car full of lunch because everybody would get me. Go back, bring me some McDonald's, bring me some McDonald's. So Wenonah High School is just a loving school. We had so much fun. It was so much love. We was just forgiving one another. A lot of us disagreed about things, but at the end of the day, we all had love and respect for one another.
It shows right now.
And now we're going to take another break in Wenonah High School. Stay tuned.
Comedian Garfield.
Yeah, comedian Garfield. I hate Mondays, but I love lasagna.
Don't trust a part. Oh, I sure trust one day. That's what I said, ain't this some shit? I need to change these. Excuse me, boss, you want me to throw away draw?
So Stevie Wonder was on TV, right? I was like, yeah, look at Steve. He's still around. I wonder if Stevie Wonder ever been on a blind date. Have you ever trusted a father and this shit just ain't go your way?
One person asked me what would I do if the zombie man behind me.
Do you know it takes 2.1% of a penny? That's 2 pennies and little one ones over 10. Make a penny. Then you wanna know why I'm dead. Google it.
Have you ever been at home and went to use the bathroom and looked over there to the toilet tissue roll and one of the toilet tissue and all the toilet tissue in the dispensary? How'd you go get that toilet tissue? Bun hop or turtle walk? You gotta get that toilet tissue. At the bun hop.
Are you deep in debt? Tired of phone calls and credit harassment? Call the law offices of Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard, LLC today. Let our firm help you choose the right path to get debt-free.
I'm attorney Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard. Let me get you out of debt today. Call me at 205-307-9835.
I was over $50,000 in credit card debt, but I called attorney Glenn Blanchard and she saved the day. And now I'm debt-free.
Get out of debt now at nomoredebtalabama.com.
The hard heartbreaking, everything that's going on in the
Okay.
community.
That's why
we
we
can,
can.
yeah, we can
This
heal.
has-
We
come
can
on
heal.
now.
This is healing.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
it's very
to bring
necessary.
uniting and
Yeah.
Maddie, you really knew what you were doing, love, on this.
Hi, this is Tabitha Hunter, and we're back with Wenonah High School, and we have some more events that's been going on, and they're going to bring us back in memory lane, and we have a young gentleman here. He's going to explain.
Thank you for that, young gentleman. I really appreciate it. That's awfully nice of you. But as we were saying before we took a break, is that we need to pull the younger generation in. The class of 217 and 218 and 219, to let them know what we're doing and to focus. Education is a beautiful thing. It is a tremendous thing. And what we should do is, hey, pull them in, let them know that we love them. We're going to stand by them. That new administration that we have at Wenonah, continue just to go in and support that principal, support those teachers up there, and let them know that we love them and we'll drag us through and through. And I have these tie sticks at the park, so if not this one, all of them for sale.
Oh, wow.
They're all for sale. And we know the Dragons get a special discount.
All right. All right. Well,
You
guess
got-
what? I'm going to be a dragon that
So how can people get in contact with you for this?
The email is tiestick@1120gmail.com. Telephone number is 205-335-3725. Yeah.
Businessman in the house.
Oh, absolutely. Marketing at its best. Marketing at its best.
Okay, do we
Yeah.
have anybody else who would like to market their business?
Absolutely.
How about that?
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Tracy Green Young, class of 1987, and I am a travel agent. I have a travel agency called Destinations Unlimited, and I also have a fashion eyewear boutique online called Lux Lenses LLC. You can find both of those businesses on Facebook and Instagram. Destinations Unlimited, travel agency, and Lux Lenses LLC, trendy eyewear.
Give us
Say
that again.
that website. We need that website again.
Both businesses are located, you can find the businesses on Facebook and Instagram. The travel agency is called Destinations Unlimited, and the eyewear boutique that I have is called Lux Lenses LLC, that also is on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Abigail Gamble, and I own Expertise Accounting and Bookkeeping. So I'm tax preparer and a certified bookkeeper. So I've been in accounting for 17 years. So my page is on Facebook as well, Expertise Accounting and Bookkeeping.
Congratulations.
Hi. Hi, my name is Karen Jackson Green. I'm with EXP Realtor. I've been a real estate agent for 8 years, and you can get me, call me at 205-223-9276.
Awesome.
So awesome.
And I'll do one, sure. Hi, I'm Melva Tate with Tate & Associates. We're a leadership consulting firm specializing in human resource management and career development. So we help individuals find jobs, but we also help organizations cultivate the people and the places that they work. So we do training and development, career development, and HR compliance. So you can find me at melvatate.com and email me at melva@melvatate.com.
You heard the key word. They help people find jobs. So a lot of people need to just hear that. And I want you to repeat that one more time.
We help people find jobs. So if you're underemployed or unemployed, hit me up. I'm a certified life coach and a certified human resource professional. I got you.
That is so.
Now you know you gotta shout out that Zodiac.
Yes. Okay, now Zodiac Lounge is available for rental, and we have two different sizes. We have 5216 and 5214 Valley Road. We rent out for all occasions, and on Thursdays and Fridays we have happy hours, drink specials. It's a meet and greet. So if you have business cards, or if you would like to be a part of this reality show, come to the Zodiac Lounge and book your next event, and I'll make sure that you become a star. How about that? The Zodiac Lounge. And my number is 721-444-5555. 4774 for booking.
That's awesome. Yes. And we'll be back.
For comedian Garfield.
Yeah, comedian Garfield. I hate Mondays, but I love lasagna.
Don't trust a part. Oh, I sure trust one day. That's what I said, ain't this some shit? I need to change these. Excuse me, boss, you want me to throw away draw?
So Stevie Wonder was on TV, right? I was like, damn, he's still around. I wonder if Stevie Wonder ever been on a blind date. Have you ever trusted a father and this shit just ain't go your way?
One person asked me, what would I do if the zombie man behind me?
Do you know it takes 2.1% of a penny? That's 2 pennies and little one ones over 10. Make a penny. Then you wanna know why in dead. Google it.
Have you ever been at home and went to use the bathroom and looked over to the toilet tissue roll and wanted no toilet tissue and all the toilet tissue in the dispensary? How'd you go get that toilet tissue? Bunny Hopper Turtle Walk. You gotta get that toilet tissue. At the Bunny Hop.
Are you deep in debt? Tired of phone calls and credit harassment? Call the law offices of Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard, LLC today. Let our firm help you choose the right path to get debt-free.
I'm attorney Yeshiba Glenn Blanchard. Let me get you out of debt today. Call me at 205-307-9835.
I was over $50,000 in credit card debt, but I called attorney Glenn Blanchard and she saved the day. And now I'm debt-free.
Get out of debt now at nomoredebtalabama.com.
Hi, I'm Melva McCray Tate. Most people know me as Jean, which is my middle name, and I represent the class of 1987. And the reason I say I represent the class of 1987 because most people don't realize I didn't graduate from Wenonah, but I am a Wenonah Dragon. That's right. So I left at the beginning of my 10th grade year, which was totally devastating to me because Wenonah has always been a part of our family legacy. You can look back from the history of Wenonah and find a McCray or a Foley who has graduated at least every year that Wenonah has been in business. So I am a Wenonah Dragon. So I want to share, I think my most fond memories of Wenonah, probably the most exciting thing was being a part of the Marching Dragons. There is nothing that beats a marching dragon. And I can remember the practicing. I think somebody talked about the black top and how excruciating it was to go through those practices under Mr. Harris. But I think my most fun part was at the end, once we had completed that routine, to be able to march off that field doing the dragon strut. And some of us could get real low with the dragon strut. Look, I can't get that low now, but we can get real low with the dragon strut. And I was a flag girl, And so I think my most embarrassing memory of being in the halls of Wenonah High School was I had two older sisters that graduated. My sister Jacqueline graduated with the class of 81, and my sister Joycelyn graduated with the class of 83. And by that time that I entered in my 9th grade year, she was a student at Lawson State. And I remember stealing a pair of her Argyle socks. And we had the same vest. And so I didn't have the matching socks, so I stole her socks to wear that day, not knowing that she had planned to wear that same outfit. She marched right up there to Wenonah High School, called me right in the entrance and said, pulled up my pants and said, give me my socks. And she made me take off her socks in the middle of the hall, right before the bell rung, and everybody saw that. So I had to walk around the school with no socks on the whole time. So that was my most, and I talk about my sister all the time. Whenever she asks to borrow something, I'd be like, remember them socks? Yeah, remember those socks. And I think my most proudest moment has been as an adult, being able to go back to that school. Now, it's not the same school that I walked the halls of, the new school, and to be able to pour into those students there. So being a motivational speaker and a trainer, to have an opportunity to go and pour into our younger generation to help them realize that they can fulfill their dreams. I'm just a girl from Wenonah Projects who has made it by the prayers of others. And to be able to sow back into those students who know, and just like Lolita said, it's a family affair. And so to be able to sow back into my family and know the importance of where I came from is instrumental. So I may not have that Wenonah diploma because I graduated from school in Indiana, but I will always be a Wenonah grad.
Is it me? Is it me?
Is it you?
Okay, I'm Sharonda Hackett, class of '84. I'm going to tell you about me. Where I was instrumental in getting the band new uniforms about 2 years ago. So this year, they will be marching in their new uniforms in August. I've also was able to implement a a hygiene and clothing pantry at Wenonah, where I work every day because God gave me strength and grace and mercy to come back to Wenonah to give my time and effort to be there every day.
That's right.
So
and you do that.
And I do it every day.
Yes.
Every day.
And that was something that we all were a part of doing. We volunteered, well, please forgive me, but we worked hard, but we played hard. And we had such a huge sense of family, and it was very important, and that was something that was instilled within us that we had to give back. And they made it fun because we had to be there with our parents. We were with teachers who were in our community. They were parts of our churches. And, well, if anything happened, we knew that Miss So-and-so would tell. We're not calling her name. We appreciate her. But it instilled within us some very positive character traits that are rich within us today. And Wenonah High School gave us that. You were supposed to go to Jones Valley.
That year, I stayed at my grandma's house that summer, and I could be in this band play. And I crossed those tracks of Riley, and I said, forgive me, I'm not going to Jones Valley. I registered and went on it for 4 years.
You made a good decision.
And here's the thing.
4 years,
And here's
I
the thing with the community thing, as we've known as a whole family. We had Grace Height, we had him McGard, him in the state, we had Riley. Some of the people was on from Midfield, Powley, Jackson Heights, Fleetwood, Powley, Kimball Holmes. And no matter what community you came from, if you was a Wenonah Dragon family, we could walk those streets. We could go to different communities. I remember the times I would walk from Wenonah, West Colway to A.T. Gaston, and no one bothered me. It was safe. I didn't never have a problem. I could go to this community, and every community we went in, we just really felt love. The parents, they would make sure we would make it home safely. We would have a great time. You know, we fussed and some of the kids fought and whatever, but in the middle of the day, it was just so safe and so much love. It was just so much love. And everybody, you could go to people's homes. What's your name, baby? What's your mother's name? They would feed us. They would make sure we got home. They would call our parents and say, do you know your daughter's at my home? So it was just so much love.
And you know, the other thing, too, about Wenonah, and it probably wasn't just at Wenonah, but there was always like a family of like a lot of kids, and everybody knew the Coles, the Jacksons,
the red wine, the Lawrence,
and these were families that had multiple children. And I mean, it was just so much love.
The love.
And like you said, Maddie, you know, sometimes we would have our little fallings out.
The Drapers, the Greens, it's all about family.
Everybody got that together. Yeah, it was awesome.
It was just awesome.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, just love.
So we just had love. Yes.
So coming forward, going forward, in about, 2 weeks, a week, we're going to have a big picnic.
Big picnic is coming up.
And let me just say
picnic.
I lived in Richmond, Virginia for 27 years, and I came home one year, and someone told me about the alumni picnic. I had absolutely no idea about this alumni picnic. And I went to that picnic, and I tell you, I came back every year for that picnic. Now, my brother lives in California now. He calls me up and he goes, so what's the date of that picnic? He is coming to the picnic. Absolutely, yes. That picnic is something to behold. If you've never been to the Wenonah High School alumni picnic, you're really missing something.
And what you don't see is no other school in Birmingham has alumni picnic like Wenonah.
That's right.
Because Wenonah band marches from the high school to the picnic and perform at the picnic.
I'm Tracy Green Young, class of 1987. Went to Wenonah for the entire 4 years. I started out residing in Breslau Heights, which is the zone for Wenonah, and then I moved to Raleigh Station, where I was supposed to go to Jones Valley as well. But I had such a fit because, like most other people have spoken, families, generations of family attended Wenonah. So it was just not one generation of a family. There were multiple generations. So Wenonah was just like, it was a part of the family fiber, the makeup of the family. And aside from Wenonah being a school and educational mecca in Southwest Birmingham, the Wenonah community as a whole was tightly woven, and everybody was connected in one aspect or another. There was no division. Everybody was an all-inclusive village. And that's what I would hope and pray that we can get back to that village, because we were truly looking out for our neighbors, and not so much of our brother's keeper, we were our neighbor's keeper.
Yes.
And you had mothers and fathers in the community that may have worked opposite shifts of another set of parents, and they looked out for everybody that was in their block or within their eyesight. So families were very safeguarded. The families protected us all equally, whether we were biologically related or not. One of my fondest memories at Wenonah, I was in ROTC, and those Veteran Day parades that we used to march in downtown, and at the time, Sergeant Roosevelt Robinson was the ROTC instructor. And I remember people saying that Birmingham, Alabama had the largest Veterans Day parade in the United States. And I truly believe that. And also, to piggyback off of what Ms. Jeter said, we have such a huge alumni. There is no other school in the city of Birmingham that has such a large, supportive Wenonah alumni and / community. We're not the oldest school in the city, but we have the largest alumni, and it shows. I mean, you can go anywhere in the Birmingham metro area, and you're going to run into maybe like 5 to 10 Wenonah Dragons in any city limits that you partake in. So Wenonah is very rich in tradition and history, and that was one thing that we're going to definitely work to spread and educate the younger generations on as well.
Good point.
I'm Abigail Gamble, and I graduated in 1997. I do know that the senior class, we were awarded over $5 million in scholarships. Excellence. Everybody that graduated in my class is definitely succeeding and excelling. I mean, we are still like a family. I grew up in Kimbrough Homes, which is Wenonah Projects. I did, and I come from the Geist family. My grandmother she was definitely the woman that came to the school. She led prayer every morning. We had prayer. Even when they took prayer out of schools, my grandmother would have prayer with everybody. If you saw us, her grandkids, doing anything, somebody was going to tell Miss Geist. My grandmother was the candy lady. She was the bebop lady. So, so we just a big family. I went to school with KK's son, Delvin.
Master.
And our classmates are really working together. He's like the president of the Wenonah Young Dragons. Oh, wow. And we volunteer and we tutor for free at Wiggins Park as of today. I actually volunteer with them. And so it's Vernon Brown, Delvin Maston, some more people too. A lot of us that we work together and help the children in the community. It's just, in 1997, Bill Clinton was the president. So we had some excellent, great people to finish in 1997. I think I'm the youngest in here. I'm 40 years old, and I'm just proud to sit here amongst everybody. There's something a little bit about me. I did not graduate with my class. I decided to leave school and get my GED and marry very young. And so, but I thank God that I'm still amongst my classmates. I did finish and get my high school diploma. I've been doing accounting for 17 years. And right now I'm acting class secretary. So I'm very proud to be amongst greatness within my classmates. Even though I didn't walk across the stage, I hear people say, well, I didn't graduate, so am I an alumni?
Yes.
Yes. One big happy family. I am so proud to be a Wenonah Dragon, and I'm thankful to be amongst everybody.
Oh yeah. Hey, guess what? I have some awesome news for you. Just by you talking. Guess what? You have a cousin here that even know. Lolita is your cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Oh my God!
wow.
Tracy's my cousin.
Yeah, Tracy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Talk about that family thing, right?
And she went on to say that, and she just had that look on her face. She was like, "Oh my God, this is my cousin." So you never know. You just never know. That's how close we are. That Wenonah Dragon family.
You have just brought so many of us together, so
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you
That's
for your vision.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So you're going to speak to us?
So we have a lot going on coming up for the week, for the Alumni Week. I just want to piggyback on what everybody has spoken about today. We have the artillery. Would you like to go the artillery for the week,
Sure.
the alumni? I'm going to let Lolita go for it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The Wenonah High School Grand Alumni Association has sanctioned several activities for this year. It culminates with church on Sunday. However, it begins with a lot of activities, which will begin this Sunday. Delvin Maston of your class is one of the ones who's leading the basketball activity that's going to be this Sunday at Wenonah High School, and the time will be given to us a little later. On Monday, some are meeting in the Hoover at the Comedy Club. On Tuesday, there is the Platinum. Yes. Platinum Tuesday. Everybody shut it down. Wenonah Dragons in the house. And then on Wednesday, we'll have the great fortune of coming back to the Zodiac Lounge.
Zodiac Lounge Wednesday.
Thursday night, we'll be hosted at Roscoe's Lounge. And on Friday, there will be a white party that's going to be celebrated at the Kappa House. On Saturday, it will be the grand picnic that so many of us have. We're going to be there from 9 a.m. till about 4:30 or 5. And there are going to be after parties at several places, so where you go is up to you. But on Sunday, we're going to worship at the Mount Zion Church in Raleigh, where Reverend Patrick Sellers is the pastor, and he is also a Wenonah High School graduate. So we appreciate that those activities are going on, but tonight there will be a Taco Tuesday that's going to be celebrated from one of the classes, 1983, and it's going to be at Carmichael's. Thank you. I will give it back to our host.
Okay, and then at this particular time, I just want to thank all you beautiful ladies and the gentlemen just left the Miller family for coming to this. I want to thank everybody for coming out to this reality show at the Zodiac Lounge. Again, the address is 5216 Valley Road, Fayetteville, Alabama, and we all are Wenonah Dragons, and we just love that bright star in here. So I'm just hoping for the weekend of the alumni, everybody have an awesome and just safe time, and we're just gonna have so much fun. And they got a slogan out saying the Wenonah Dragons are taking over the city of Birmingham. So we gotta love on each other. We gotta